Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Picking chicken.
Picking chicken. Kirk. Picking chicken. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm good. My sinuses are still draining, so we sound a little bit different, but I mean that's fine by me.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't hit those high pitches to where the fucking program goes, listen, bitch, calm it down a little bit. Might make it easier for you doing your editing. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm like, that's what the magic mastering is for. But I did hear what a couple people have told me, which is like everything goes along really good, and then all of a sudden, it sounds like you're in a tunnel. And I can tell when I'm listening to it when it happens. I'm like, why did it do that? And then I'll re-listen to it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, because I was super excited, so I got really high pitched.
Yeah, and then you get compressed, and it muffles you. Yeah, it alters the way you sound.
Yes,
which. I mean, it kind of has to if it's going to be taking you from spiking the fucking needle all the way to the top.
Right. Well, and then, it's also that thing where sometimes when we're recording, right, like I'll forget what position I'm in for the mic or when I'm talking to you. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, wow, that was so crystal clear. And Dagda was so fucking perfectly loud. This is great. And then I'll go, but wait, how are we sitting? What position was in the microphone? Mm-hmm. Because it's interesting because one of the episodes I was like this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, that sounds great. But then when I did the same thing yesterday, when I was in that same position yesterday, I was spiking way up high. And I was just like, mm-hmm. It is what it is, bitch. Whatever. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Well, sometimes we forget to say that because I just assume you guys are here the whole time, and that's just how it is. But we should say thank you for joining us again. We're glad you're here. And for anybody out there who it's their first time listening, welcome to the shit show. You're welcome. Oh, wait, you're supposed to say you're welcome.
You're welcome.
There you go. And I say that because we recently told our normal followers, listeners, to tag that goofy somebody, tag that friend or whatever, for an episode that we think that they thought you might enjoy or get a good laugh off of. And so hopefully we do that to you. Anyways, what number are we working on? We're working on episode 39 today.
Yep, 39.
That's crazy. And then... because I have, when I tell you I have like 9 notepads around here, mm-hmm. I do. And you can verify that.
Yes.
And
she has a plethora.
I do. And I'm just like, I need one of those organizations. Maybe a flex folder like
the old school doctor's office fucking folders.
Yeah, like that kind of an organizer. Okay, so episode 39, we're working on stuff. Oh my God, it's mid-November, y'all. It is almost Turkey Day, which means it is getting one step closer to Mommy's birthday. So that's exciting. We got to keep track of that. So mid-November. Okay, so at this point in the game, what do you guys think of After Dark? After Dark? That's how I should have said it, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of After Dark?
As opposed to Actor Dark. Sounds like a porn star / comic book character.
Well, there's 2 things happening, and one of them is with my sinuses draining, the whole upper part of my nasal cavity is swollen. So I feel like my mouth, instead of being properly together, I feel like I can't close my mouth, like my teeth don't touch. So there's that. So I'm trying to compensate for that, but also because I'm swollen, it's just the words aren't coming out right. And I wish I would have, I re-listened to our episodes because first of all, they put me in a good mood. which is always a good idea. And also when I'm thinking of like, oh, I'm going to ask this motherfucker these questions today, I'm like, wait, I better make sure I didn't just ask him that, because that is one thing we're very notorious about over the last 15 years is having the same conversation about the same thing for a really long period of time, like zombies. I love zombies.
But
anyways,
do you love zombies?
I love zombies. I love me some zombies. Okay, wait, hold on. That sounds bad because I am not Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm just saying. Fuck that guy. But I get a good laugh off of listening to him. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because I'm listening to one and I'm going, this morning, what the fuck was, I don't think it was what the fuck. And maybe it was in somewhere in Brains Left the Building, or maybe it was Compliment Complications.
Okay.
Like in that area right there. And I'm saying something, and I said the same word like 4 times. And I swear to God, I sounded like Sylvester, sucker and thuckatife. It was like I could not form the word. And don't even ask me what the word was, because I don't know. I didn't understand it. I was like, I know that I'm not saying that right, because there was just this to it. This
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Nope. I refuse to speak English anymore.
Say what one more time, motherfucker. I dare you.
But yeah. So anyways, I sound funny, and that's cool. I don't mind. Whatever. So we were just sitting here talking about the future and game planning. Mm-hmm. So super exciting. Next week, I'll talk to Big Beef Anthony.
Big beef.
I'll talk to him and see if we can't schedule either at the end of next week or the week after. Hopefully next week, though. Okay. I would rather do it because it keeps things a little more in line, because I hate jumping around, because that fucks with my brain. Because I did notice that. So what had happened, I will take the blame, because I don't think I know how to read right anymore. I mean, you think I would read something right, but then I don't. But no, that was a mislabeling thing, because I called it one thing and you called it another, and you didn't tell me you changed it, fucker.
Yeah.
So anyways, I could tell within those 3 episodes where that switch had happened. I'm like, oh, we must have talked about that on a dump pile or whatever, because of like a sugar high or whatever reason. Yeah. And then it was like 2 episodes later, we talked about it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like 3 episodes got jumbled up.
Yeah.
In order.
Yeah, like if you were going 1, 2, 3, it ended up going 2, 3, 1.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, well, here's the great thing is everybody knows we're kind of fucking wacko. Hi, you guys. We're very wackadoo. And so it does that. Here's the embarrassing thing. I was there for the conversation, and I'm listening to it, and I'm going, wait, what next? Wait, what next? Wait, what next? Because I will talk to our podcast. When I'm listening to it, I'll actually talk to it. So the brains have left the building, right? And we're talking about the apocalypse. And I'm like talking about that number one motherfucker. And I'm sitting here at 6:30 this morning, and I'm going, that's right, redacted. I'd fucking come for you in a heartbeat. If you were alive, I would totally come get you. And it was who I was, who I think, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Anyways.
Any fucking who.
So even though this is mid-November, when this is coming out, somebody's birthday is coming up.
You keep mentioning that.
I do keep mentioning that because I'm hoping everybody has wished you a very happy birthday by then. And I don't even have to, you know what? I won't even make it about you. I will be like, happy belated birthday, Connie.
Okay.
Or wait, would it be belated because of the situation, or would we say happy ever after birthday, Connie? Or happy afterlife birthday, Connie?
Any fucking way. Whatever.
But yeah, anyways. So I was telling you that you inspired me to write a story.
Yes, I'm very inspirational.
You have no idea. So I told you, and I'm going to tell them, I worked on the cover art for it today. And I was just like, I'm going to go through and I'm going to change all these colors. And it was funny once I got what I was doing, because I knew I could see it in my mind's eye. Like, okay, I want it to look a certain way and be a certain thing. And then I went, but I want more colors. And then I found more colors. And I went, okay, but I'll change those colors. Because, you know, it's a story inspired by you, and I know your favorite color is green. So I was just like, this magic thing happened. I was not baited. I was clicked on the wrong design part.
Okay.
So instead of going to the one that I was going to change the color of, I didn't realize I had actually clicked on something else. Because, you know, in Canva, you do it in layers.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that. And so I clicked the button and I picked the dark greens and it said change all. And I said, why, yes, please click. Because, you know, you can do that. And then I went, it's now perfect. I completely changed the color of the wrong fucking thing. And it's perfectly colored. I didn't have to change, because I was just like, I'm going to use like fucking gregarious colors, like fucking bright orange and fucking neon yellow. I'm going to do all this, but I don't know what it was, but I changed this one element.
We got a happy little accident over here.
I had such a Bob Ross. It's not even fucking funny. I had
There's a happy little tree that lives right here.
Well, it's not a happy little tree, but close enough, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so I was super excited about that. So, but here's the thing about it. Because I added to the story a little bit this morning, because I wanted to save my place where I was at, because I had to hide it all away because you're not allowed to see it. And it was funny because I put a character in this book.
Okay.
And I named her Connie Lynn. I don't know what your mom's middle name is, but I do know that her name was Connie.
Yeah.
And so I just thought that sounded fine because, you know, I'm the queen of this podcast. You're the king. That's fine. So you got to have that Lynn in there.
I want to say it was Marie.
Probably.
I don't remember.
CMB?
I don't know.
But you don't know what her initials were?
No.
You know what? Your uncle will know.
Yeah, my uncles would know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyways, I wanted it to be Connie, but it was like Connie's a little too short, and I didn't want it to be a bad thing. I wanted it to be a really positive, good thing.
Okay.
Right. So, anyways, her name is Connie Lynn, and I can't tell you anything else about her because then you'll be like, oh, you bitch. And I'm not going to do that.
Alrighty then.
But anyways, yeah. So thus I'm excited because I might be able to finish it this weekend if I can just fucking. I've got like 8 projects going on at once. I have my guide that I'm almost ready to start recording.
Nice.
You know, it's like what happens when I get stumped on something. I have to walk away for at least a week, and then I have to audibly read through it, which means I have to be here when nobody else is here. Because the last time I was reading through something, my partner was, and I was reading through it. I was going through it going, okay, I want to get comfortable with this, knowing that I'm having still, and I probably will the rest of my life have some issues with certain words just because of the dental work.
Okay.
And that's what it comes down to. So when things swell, it sounds even funnier. But I was just like, I was in here for like 3 hours, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm sitting up straight. I am hard on my diaphragm, and I am discussing what is in this guide. And I get done, and I go in the living room to see if my partner's ready for me to start making dinner. And he's like, did Dagda come over? Did you let him in the back door? I'm like, no. Who the fuck are you talking to in there? So it throws me off my game knowing that even though, you know, there's distance and walls between us, this is an open office. And so it throws me off my game because I've tried having the stop barrier up, but I can hear fucking feet and it'll throw me off my game. So I have to do it when nobody's around or when he's sleeping. So I'll probably like do it in the next couple mornings or whatever. And I'll go through it because when I get stumped, I have to walk away for like a week or so. Then I have to go back, audibly read it, and then be like, yeah, this is where I need to add it. Because the way it sits right now, there's something missing, and I'm not sure exactly what it is until I hear it again.
Okay.
I mean, is it like that for you when you're doing projects or anything?
Well, I haven't really done any recording of myself by myself or anything like that. the last thing I was doing, I was re-listening to the actual training that I got.
Just to make sure that you're not misspeaking and all that.
Yeah, for the hypnotic gifts specifically. Although I'm way over fucking thinking it. It's fucking way easier than what I'm making it out to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tested my equipment at my house, but I haven't actually gone and done any actual recording yet.
Yeah, so that might be something you think about doing here soon because, you know, hypnotic gifts, we got to get, you know, we have to figure out, are we going to put it at the beginning of the month? Are we going to put it at the end of the month? And then I thought, well, you know, because I already know we're only doing one a month. I don't care how much you guys beg and plead. We're only doing one a month, period. It's just how it is, you know, because you have to be in the right mindset to do it.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is it is technically a job, right? But if you go in going, okay, I got to do this for my job. This is my job today. This is what I'm going to do today. With certain things that literally, like read the name, hypnotic gifts. It's a gift that you're doing. You're giving something of what you've learned to somebody else to help them in another way. It's a gift, right? And if you make it into a job, then it's not fun.
Yeah.
But I would recommend, in the next, you know, week or so, doing a recording session and recording it there and hearing how it sounds. Because if you need to use the office here, that's fine. Because like I said, I can go in many other places and you can have the studio all to yourself for the time you need.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a problem taking a nap when nobody knows I'm taking a nap.
I
Honestly.
could also do it at the library. That would be...
And that's another thing.
Like, it's not something that's going to take super long. Like I said, the actual induction thing should only take around 10 minutes. Everything else would be like, it's called a pre-talk.
Yeah.
Where you're basically explaining what's going on.
Right.
And then like a, what's it called? A disclaimer. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's great. If you wanted to do it down there because of that room, that's fine by me. I think we should try the closer library and see one of the rooms down there because, you know, the problem with the main library in that particular room is, even though it's great because other things get done, that fucking air system throws me fucking off balance and I can actually hear it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what's that humming?
Well, we never recorded in that actual room. It's just
Yeah, we did.
the memory lab.
We recorded in the memory lab.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. We recorded in the memory lab, not the actual sound booth.
Oh yeah, I'm not even thinking of the sound booth. I was thinking of the memory lab because we're always doing quote multitasking. We're always doing as much as we can at once because you have to utilize your time.
Yeah.
Because
you're stuck there for an hour or so.
Yeah, and with your audio project you're working on, how far through it are we?
We're probably like somewhere around half to 2/3 maybe.
Nice.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, because some of the things are being assholes, but
yeah, a bunch of them didn't work.
Which is really frustrating.
Yes.
But, you know, we also can go out to the garage and see if there's any in the garage. I mean, shit, I know I have a shit ton of CDs you probably would enjoy, but anyways. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I do have a whole bunch of CDs that I could record to. I just didn't really think about those because I can still play them.
Yeah.
I mean, I could still play the VHS or the
Yeah.
cassette tapes also, but...
Yeah. Well, I know for me, I would like to at some point get all of my CDs that I already have onto one, like, thumb drive.
Yeah.
Because it's more convenient for me because I don't have it set up. I don't have my boom box is out there.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to drag it all the way in here and then drag it out there. And it's just like, it's just be easier if it's on a thumbstick and then I can put it on my PC.
Yep. And then also most cars have a thumb drive port for their stereo also nowadays. So
I think mine does.
So you could carry your massive collection of music
Yeah.
in a thing that fits in your pocket.
Yeah,
So-
and it's not that I want to get rid of my CDs. I love my CDs. I spend a lot of money on those fuckers. I love my CDs, but it's also there's a couple of things as I'm getting older. There's a few different things, and then of course doing this podcast. I'm like going, I heard myself say. I said a sentence, the brains have left the building, right? In there. I heard myself say something for a way that I've never said it before, and that was when the apocalypse happens, not if.
Yeah.
And that's the first time in my life I said when. And I think it really goes to tell the state of the world right now, the state of the union. Because it's just like, even my partner and I have had a couple of more conversations where it's just like you almost want to bug out because it's just like this is too much. We have too much far to the right, too much far to the left, and I don't want to talk politics. I hate politics. It's just like we just can't seem to be good fucking humans to each other anymore.
Yeah.
And so you kind of want to grab the humans that you are good to and that are good to you and run away. But anyways, that's another touching on zombies and the apocalypse in a few more episodes.
I'm going to touch them zombies again.
Touch them zombies. You haven't seen all of The Walking Dead yet. Okay, that's it. We're probably going to talk about zombies because I love zombies and they always make me feel better. Not that I feel bad. It's just, when your sinuses are draining, you're just like, ugh, I'm so exhausted.
Sure.
Listen, you're not... Never mind.
Listen, Linda.
No papaos. At Grandma and Grandma's house. We have at Grandma and Grandpa's house. There's no papaos. Anyways, I think it's season 8. Maybe it's season 9. So there's this scene. Negan has, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched all of The Walking Dead. Sorry. So Negan has got away from Alexandria.
Okay.
Okay. And the only thing I'm going to say is there's somebody who comes and finds him, right? Somebody from Alexandria who's just like, oh, my old man used to rock it with you at Sanctuary. And he said there was secret handshakes and this, that, and the other. And busting my balls, blah, blah, blah. So they're at this point, and this kid, and he's not really a kid. He's like young 20s or whatever at this point.
Okay.
And he says, he's rating the zombies' hotness. So when you just said touch
the zombies,
I'm just like, you'd be that motherfucker in the apocalypse who'd be like, oh, she's only a 3. Maybe she's a 4.
that was before.
Right? Fuck.
There's a what the fuck is the name of it? There's X Heroes is the name of the series. And it's like a zombie apocalypse series, but they're superheroes.
Okay.
And so, like, there's a group of superheroes basically trying to protect a group of regular humans. Mm-hmm. And one of them ends up contracting the virus because most of them aren't immune. Some of them are. This dude named the Dragon, he can't get hurt.
Okay.
He's kind of like Superman, except he can't fly.
So that makes him more like Captain America then.
He would splatter Captain America all over the fucking pavement.
Well, everybody wants to splatter on Captain America anyways.
Anyway, this chick, she was like a super martial artist.
Okay.
And she basically gets overwhelmed. Actually, I think it happens off camera or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she's like really hot, this martial artist chick, and she's like running around in her gi. Mm-hmm. And anyway, they see her as a zombie, and even as a zombie, she's like dodging fucking attacks and shit.
Right.
And yeah.
Well, speaking of zombies, I know that you don't get on the Disney as much as I do, the Disney stuff as I do.
I mean, I do have Disney Plus.
Right.
But yeah.
So Marvel just put out Zombies, an animated series called Marvel Zombies.
Okay. Is it based on the What If where all the fucking superheroes become zombies?
They don't say that, but I think it is along that line, because instead of it being like Black Widow and Hawkeye and all of that, it's got like Yelena in it, and like more of the Thunderbolt characters are.
Okay.
Although I don't think Red
More like
Soldiers-
secondary characters,
Yeah,
basically.
what do you call them? The tertiary characters.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyways, so I haven't checked it out yet. Maybe I will on Sunday, because Sunday seems to be the day where I get most of my reading and catching up on any, like if I'm trying to kind of be up to date on the pop culture stuff, that seems to be my day to do it. And I don't think my partner dislikes when I spend all of Sunday in the office, but I don't think he likes it either. So
Yeah.
I'll go out in the living room, because the giant TV, because it's a lot easier to see than the monitor, and I don't get as tired as easy. But if I do and I fall asleep, I don't hit my head on the keyboard. I have fallen asleep in here. I have fallen asleep in here trying to do 3 things at once, trying to go through and update something, listening to one of our episodes, because I'm always trying to make sure I don't, I caught an episode, and we've corrected it now, so they'll never know the difference. But we had an episode where we had the outro instead of an intro. That's like only the second time that's happened.
Put the outro in the intro spot, and then I put the intro in, or the outro actually in its correct spot.
And I think
also.
we have another episode that we probably need to correct that on. Because it's
Maybe.
like one of the first 5. Remember, somebody was just like, hey, just so you know. And I told you. But it takes a little while. You guys got to be forgiving. It takes a little while to learn it. So I have to go back through, and I'll have to just listen to the beginning of them again to see, to make sure we have them all corrected at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we had corrected that one already.
Maybe, but I might not have uploaded it. I don't know. Well, because, we do everything based on a set. This is the way it needs to be done. And we got to stick within these time constraints and all of this. And we've kind of done a little bit too much. Fuck it, I don't care. And so on the one hand, I love it, because fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like, oh, you feel a little bit of derp-a-dur once you go, you've got an outro at the intro. And I don't even think, and a lot of times I don't listen all the way through the outro at the end, because I'm like, okay, what was next? I want to check this one next. I want to make sure the audio is good enough, and this, that, and the other. And then I thought, well, what if, speaking of what ifs, what if he's mixing up the outro and the intro? So far, it's always been, if I find an outro, I find an outro at the end, though. But I haven't.
Yeah.
I've got that habit as soon as it's done. Because one of my favorite things is hearing when I beat you to the punch on.
Fuck you.
Hey, but that's okay, because Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Ducker and tail.
I did. I'm telling you. It was so nice to get 5 hours straight of sleep last night, but I wish it would have been more.
Yeah.
But I had that option to go back to bed this morning when I got up at 5. Was it? Yeah, at 5. I got up at 5. I had that option to go back to bed because I changed my alarm settings, because I'm like, that's part of the reasons why I haven't been sleeping well, is I'm worried, when's my alarm going to go off? Because sometimes I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake up for a couple hours. And it's like, oh my God, am I going to be ready to start my day? Blah, blah, blah. Stop pressuring yourself. I mean, like, fuck, you work the office is here at the house. And it's just like, if I need to work in my pajamas, who gives a fuck?
Yep.
Nobody cares, as long as I'm wearing pajamas and everything's covered. Nobody cares. Anyways, so I don't know, what were we talking about? Oh, tired, sleep, more, wish more would have happened. There we go. Close enough.
You were talking about Marvel and their zombies.
Oh, yes. So I'm going to try to check that out this weekend and see how it is. Because the preview, the little trailer I saw, looked interesting. But I was really kind of... I didn't watch very much of the Marvel What If, and I am a Marvel lover. But they had movies that were just not successful after not successful after not successful.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard when you have the Avengers crescendos with Endgame, and it's just like, and then what comes next is like...
Yeah, and it's hard to follow up after that many successes in a row. That many of that big of successes in a row. So expectations are abnormally high.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Well, I mean, they followed up with some great, like, this is where that character went, with Of course, they did another movie for Thor. And so now we know where Thor's on his path, right? We know where he's going. We also know that they followed up not only with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? To set their pace, but then they've got Captain America Brave New World, where we actually see Anthony Mackie as
the new Captain America.
As the new Captain America. He did a pretty darn good job with it too.
Yeah,
I
I've not seen
mean,
that one.
I'm not going to lie. I fell asleep for like 10 minutes of it, but it was still pretty good. But I'm really also ultra picky.
Yeah.
You know, on the one hand, my partner's going, there is no other Captain America but Steve Rogers. And I'm like, but no, because in the comics there is.
Yeah, it does happen.
And it's a mantle.
At least twice.
Yeah, it is a mantle. It is not a set in stone identity. It is a Captain America is the mantle of a hero that all people can look to, right?
Yeah.
So you got that. And then, so it was only like 10 minutes. Because if I get bored for even 1 minute, I'm out. And when I'm here, like, you know how the couch is laid out here. And so when I watch stuff for entertainment value, or if I'm trying to review something for the podcast or whatever, I am bundled up in that corner, that far corner over there.
Somebody put baby in the corner.
Somebody put baby in the corner, and baby went nighty night for like 10 minutes, maybe 15. I don't know. It was pretty good what I saw. So they did good with that. They did a decent follow up with Wanda and how Wanda dealt with everything after Vision was murdered. See, because I don't care that he was mostly machine. He was murdered by that asshole Thanos. Just saying.
Just like half the rest of the reality.
Well, yeah, but I mean, did we really care about the other half? Probably not. I don't know. The ones we care about are the ones we care about.
Hey, he killed Spider-Man.
He did. That. I'm not going to lie. And it's probably because I'm overly empathetic. I fucking cried. I cried when I hope we're not spoiler alerting anybody at this point. I mean, Endgame came out like 6 years ago. So if you haven't seen it by now, just live vicariously through the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
You know, but some people might be in the same situation I am, where it's just like, you know, you're behind a few years because you weren't streaming, you didn't have internet, whatever your financial situation dictates. But I cried with Mantis. I cried with Peter Parker. Oh my God, have you seen the newer Spider-Man? Spider-Man 3, Far From Home?
Yes, I saw those.
Jeez, I cried on that one too. You know, or No Way Home. Was it No Way Home? Because you got Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, whichever the last one was, where he had to be erased from everybody's memory. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my God, cry. I'm just like, I'm so sorry, Tom Holland. I'll never forget you. Which is ridiculous because he's playing a character.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, anyways, so, you know, they did these great follow-ups like Loki, the Loki series, the first season. All but the last episode was fucking fantastic. And it was like, this is a great way. We know what happened to Loki because, let's face it, a lot of people love Loki. They love his mischievous attitude. They love his rebellious attitude. And honestly, even though he literally is almost like your stereotypical middle child. Because they never explained if he was the only son of, what was his name in Jotunheim. I don't remember them ever actually definitively explaining in the Marvel Universe if he was the only child.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is, so he literally has this very stereotypical middle child attitude towards the world. He's like, that's me. Like, what about me? It's not fair. I want my cut. I want my share.
Did you ever watch the Ragnarok television show?
Yes.
That's
set in Norway?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so pissed.
It's kind of funny because the dude who plays Loki in there looks very much like
what Loki is supposed to.
No, he looks very much like the fucking other actor who played Loki in the Marvels.
I didn't think he looked that much like Tom Hiddleston, like maybe a younger brother.
Yeah. Which, because that came out after the first Thor movie. So I'm thinking that maybe that was
they might have been influenced. Yeah. Maybe because you know what, they got a real Norwegian to play Loki. All those guys are like Norwegian, Danish, Finnish actors
because it's a Norway show.
And like anybody who's just like, oh, I couldn't watch it because it's it's US dubbed. It is a fantastic show. It is great, and since we're talking about great shows, The Almighty Johnsons, they should have done another season of.
That show was fantastic.
I know that was one of your favorite shows back in the day.
Yeah.
Ragnarok, they should have done another season of.
Well, the last season, basically, they got an extra season.
Yeah,
Because they
I
were
know.
going to be canceled. And then
Yeah.
they got fortunate and were allowed to do a final season, which they
Yes.
kind of fast forwarded through.
Yeah.
And the end was kind of,
But the first 2 seasons were really good.
Yeah.
They had a really good balance of like build up and put it out there. And geez.
and I really, after the first season, I really wanted to murder the shit out of that fucking douchebag giant dude.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but
I
the
don't-
leader of the Giants. Yeah.
It's so crazy because it's just like in the moment when you're watching the show and you're wrapped up in the show, you're just like, fuck Jotunheim, right? I mean, you really are because you're like,
Yeah.
you fucking frost giant bitches. You're like that. And you're just like, Loki, please don't go to the dark side. I mean, you're really like this and you're very much in that moment and you're involved. And I get involved. I've literally, it can be a book. It can be a podcast. It can be a TV show. It can be a cartoon. It can be anything. If I'm in it, I'm flipping in it. I
Yeah.
am in it. I'm 100% in it. And you're not going to change my mind. I don't care if you tell me it's the crappiest television podcast. I don't care if you say it's the crappiest thing out there.
Wrestling.
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
You listen here, you smart mouth ginger. I go through periods of time with it. I go through ups and downs. Right now, I'm just, there are certain things I'm still heartbroken about. I understand. So I watched, fuck that guy.
You can't see me.
I know that he thinks he's doing this great thing, doing this heel turn for his last year before he officially retires, because he has to retire. He like literally has to retire.
Okay.
I mean, you know, there comes a point where these guys that are doing the wrestling, where they're learning from their predecessors, where they're like, man, I don't want to be this guy working the circuit until I'm 68 years old, have some surgeries and die of a massive fucking heart attack in front of my family 2 years later. You know, they've got to learn their balance.
Yeah.
Fortunately, even though he's not a great actor, although the Peacemaker TV show, I actually liked it.
I
I
haven't seen it.
Right now, Cena sucks, so it doesn't matter. But you know, these guys are needing. They're getting smarter because they can still be involved in wrestling, but they have to get really smart and go, my body can only take so many hits before. And I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing, especially as I get older, where it's just like, I can do this, I can do that. There are some days I get up and I need to carry 50 pounds somewhere. No problem. I can get down on one knee and get really low and pick it up. Other days I go to get down on one knee and my body grabs me and goes, listen, Linda, you might want to think twice about that. Because if you get down, you might not get up today.
You're going to get some pows.
My left hip has bothered me for years and years and years. Last night, I was walking around here like somebody kicked me in the fucking cooter so hard because my right hip was fucking hurting, and not even on the outside, on the like underside. I'm like, that's a new place to hurt. And I think it's because when I was in between recording and stuff, when I was leaning forward, I think I was just leaning too far forward or something stupid like that. But anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, okay. So I watched The Unreal. It's a series that Netflix did in conjunction with WWE.
Yeah, okay.
Or Titan Entertainment or whoever fucking owns them now. Anyways, and it literally goes behind this season, the going live and everything else, and the
Okay.
WrestleMania and this, that, and the other. And so I get a lot of why they're making the decisions they are, because they want that reaction. But here's the thing with moi. You want to get my attention? There's got to be a little more give and take than, my name's I Suck So Bad Cena. And this year, I'm not going to play babyface anymore. I'm going to be a heel and I'm going to be a douchebag. The minute he dropped to his knees and arm hit Cody Rhodes in his nether yaya region,
In his cooter.
in his man cooter, I was so angry. And John Cena, I still love you, but you suck right now. I was so mad. I jumped off the couch and started yelling at the TV, which is exactly the reaction they want.
Yeah.
They want that reaction. I started yelling at the TV. I'm like, how dare you touch the American Dreams, kid? What is wrong with you? Because I've loved Dusty Rhodes my whole life. R.I.P. Dusty Rhodes. He's been gone a decade now, ish. Don't have Wikipedia in front of me, so please don't jump on me. Yeah, I think he died like 2016-ish, around that area, right?
Okay.
And I got angry, and I'm yelling at the TV. I'm like, this is bullshit. You don't do this to Cody Rhodes. He finally came into his own. He went through kind of being that secondary person where everybody is like, who's he? Oh, we expect you to be like your dad. We expect you to be like your brother. And he really did find his own path. Mm-hmm. And I love the fact that he was in the Arrowverse and he was on the Arrow TV show as Stardust. Or not Stardust, but basically it was the same character because Stardust was his wrestling character.
Okay.
And I just love how he put the two of them together. And then he kind of went through all these little transformations where he was like the clean cut college looking guy to Goldust's brother to Dusty Rhodes' son. And he finally kind of came out the best version of him.
Okay.
Which is the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, because he's not Dusty. He's not Dustin. He's just Cody, right? So he's just himself. But I'm yelling, I'm screaming at the TV. And here's the other fascinating thing that happened. I didn't watch any wrestling for 3 weeks. And then I watched 2 episodes. And I didn't watch it for 3 weeks. So then let's fast forward a couple months, right? So there is a character I've always loved. There's a female wrestler I've enjoyed. She's very athletic. She's always presented she's very pretty. And her name is Naomi, and she's married to one of my favorite wrestlers, that it doesn't happen to be part of the Dusty Rhodes family. And that is, she's married to one of the Uso brothers, Jimmy, I think.
Okay.
I don't know, because their real names and their stage names are so similar, because you got Jimmy and Jay, and then it's Jonathan and Jimmy or some shit like that. Anyways, I hadn't seen her for a while because apparently she was on SmackDown, which is something I don't have access to. She comes on Raw, which is the program I've always loved. I've followed it for decades now. And she has a heel turn. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And she's just mouthy, and not in a good way, like, not in a Dagda way where it's like, that's right, I got a good healthy ego. It's like, and it was just like so out of character from what I'd known her as. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, ugh. But I was so happy when they're like, oh, Naomi's got this big announcement, right? Now, the wrestler in real life, her name is Trinity Fatu. Okay. She's pregnant. So they announce it. I was like, as soon as they were just like, she couldn't come to this event, she's not medically cleared, I'm like, oh, she's pregnant. And I was so, person to person, human to human, so happy for her. Because she's like in her 30s.
Okay.
And I know that she has wanted a family.
Okay.
And so I was really happy for her when she came out and she was just like, announced that she would be taking a year off wrestling because she's pregnant. So obviously don't want to have any miscarriages or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
What I didn't like is she had to throw that nasty character switch that she just into it. And she's like, well, you know, Jimmy, how he likes to Netflix and chill and chill and chill. And it was like, but I'm coming back for you bitches and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, why can't you just let it be the beautiful moment that it is? So, but I've seen the whole behind the scenes of Unreal anyways. Sorry.
Did she have a giant macaroni in a pot fucking going on in the background?
No, but I'm pretty sure her husband was behind her doing a little bit of a WAP dance. Which, you know, I would love to see Naomi do the WAP dance. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem. Anyways, so I understand why they do the things they do, but it kind of backfired for me. And I know not just me, because I've noticed as I've gone and like looked stuff up on YouTube or here, there, or whatever, I've noticed like, oh, look at this. You guys are all steady with this like 1.2 million views. And now all of a sudden you're like 700,000. And maybe it's the time of year it was. I don't know. That's not what I associate it with, because if there's something you truly love and you truly follow, you watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, something I don't love and I don't follow got a few views from me just to help you and your friends out. Well, excuse me.
Yes.
Oh my God. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, so I'm going to try to watch some
Marvel
of this.
Zombies.
Yes, I'm going to try to watch some of this Marvel Zombies and see how it is. I'm going to try to start the new season of The Peacemaker because I actually enjoyed the first season. And that's saying a lot because right now I am the person in the crowd going, Cena sucks. You've heard the chant, right? Okay, all you do is say John Cena. You do that.
John Cena.
Cena sucks. That's how the chant goes. Somebody goes, John Cena, Cena sucks. John Cena, Cena sucks. It goes back and forth. And I am standing on the side of the crowd that goes, Cena sucks. Because he did something dirty to one of my favorites. And it's not cool. But anyways, so I'm going to try to check out.
Drama.
Sorry. I'm just like, I'm thinking about the Unreal, like the WWE Unreal, which is the behind the scenes of how they came up with the script and the design. Because I think with the increase in CTE cases, the head damage cases and everything, I think a lot of them are I think they're really trying to be full disclosure that like, hey, look, we're trying our best to stay on top of this now. This is not the same business it was 30 years ago. This is a different ball game. It's a different whatever.
Yeah.
And I think they're also trying to utilize being very full transparency because it literally is just like an athletic soap opera.
Yeah, basically.
You know, but people can't look at it that way. I've always looked at it that way, but people can't look at it that way. I don't know why they can't, but it's okay for that we have Days of Our Lives on 5 days a week for the last 60 years, maybe 50 something years, something like that. But it's not okay that wrestling's just like, look, we're a sports entertainment. We're giving you athletic stuff that's kind of crazy.
Well, I think part of the thing with the typical soap operas is that there was never a part of the fucking fan base that were arguing that it was all real.
Right.
Whereas back in the 80s and stuff, there was a lot of fucking people being like, oh, it's real. It's fucking wrestling. No.
As somebody who used to sit on their grandmother's lap and watch soap operas with their grandmother when they were little, I will tell you, there was people who would argue and debate that Luke and Laura really loved each other. And they were a real life couple that let people in to see their lives on General Hospital. So you're going to get fanatics on both sides. You're going to get fanatics on both sides of the fence, which is really interesting. But damn it, I'm trying to stay on track and it's just not working.
Zombie Marvel zombie.
I'm gonna try to watch it. I'll let you know if it's worth a watch.
Okay.
Because, like I said, the preview looked really good, but because the half of a what if episode that I watched, I am a fan. You have presented the world this way to me. Mm-hmm. This is the world that I enjoy, even if I'm still pissed about Natasha Romanoff dying. And it's been years now at this point. Literally, came out in 2019. So it has been 6 years since Natasha Romanoff's character has died. Mm-hmm. Okay. I like things the way you've presented it. Whether I like it or, if I accept it or whatever, it's what I've seen. And now you want to do this what if. Now, I might feel differently if it was like a live action what if. Mm-hmm. But they're doing it in a cartoon form, and some of the what if is just like beyond gregarious, and it's just like, really, like Agent Carter, the girl that Steve Rogers loves, right?
Yeah.
Welcome back. I like the actress. Her name is Haley something or another. It's like missing my brain, right?
Yeah.
I like her, and I wanted to like Agent Carter when it came out. I really, really did.
Okay.
And
yeah, I never watched any of it.
I mean, it was okay, but it was just like, it was, when you introduce a character in a very much an action-packed movie, and then you put them into more of a
like a spy thriller type.
Yeah,
film.
more of a espionage type thing, and it's literally like somebody standing at the cliff mid-jump, and they just fall because it's just like agent, and maybe I just didn't give it enough opportunities because I was really hoping I was hoping in the first episode, because it was supposed to be this in between spot, like after Steve goes into the water and how she picks up her life and goes after. Yeah. And I was really hoping that they would have had something very just niche to kind of pull it together. And it was just like, it just felt very slow to me. I probably didn't give it enough opportunity because I'm just like, I don't know. Chris Evans is just the boy next door. Haley at something or another. Her name just literally went right through my head.
Zip.
Yeah, like zip, zip. But anyways, so Marvel Zombies, I'll check it out. It's good timing because by the time everybody hears this, we're in November, right? Which is fine. And here's the other thing about doing it this way, guys, is if big things happen, big whatever, we can go in and we can switch out audio.
Yeah.
We can go switch out audio files, but we have this commitment to where we have a lot of things we want to do. And so we kind of got to take that pressure off so we can focus and then learn that balance.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's also fun. I like busting your brain. The look on your face like I was going to say something else. And I didn't. Anyways, I'll check it out. I love Florence Pugh. It does Yelena. Mm-hmm. And I love her voice. I love her. I loved her. Have you ever seen the movie Darling? Oh my God. I want to say it's called Yes, Darling, but that's not right.
No, I've not seen. I think the only movies that I've seen her in are the Marvel stuff.
Oh, wow. So I know it's not on. It's on, I believe it's on HBO Max. There's a movie called Midsummer that she was in, and I saw a preview for it, and I heard a recapping of it because she was talking about it was one of her first movies that she did and how her parents felt about it, or how her family felt about it. So I want to check that out because Florence Pugh, she's just so cute. Damn it. It's so funny. I don't know. It's driving me nuts. I'll have to look it up, and I have to look it up because I just can't stand it. I'm like, it had Harry Styles in it. It was directed by Olivia Wilde, who you love.
Well, I used to love her.
And then she married John Mulaney. I think that's who she married. Let's see. Let's look up Florence Pugh because I
still love Olivia Munn though.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's who married. Somebody married John Mulaney. One of them. Well, one of the two had babies with Jason Sudeikis, whatever his name is.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out. Darkly Dreaming Darling? Is that what it is? I don't know. Let me see. I swear to God, my brain. Come on. Where is filmography? There we go. God, why you gotta be so slow? I don't know, because I'm like 10 years old. Yeah, she's in Midsummer, which I want to watch. It's not the first thing she did, so I'm not sure why that fucking little thing said it was. Don't Worry, Darling, with Harry Styles, and it's about.
That sounds like a terrible style.
Right. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's very much reminds me of a mix of The Firm and The Stepford Wives. If you put the two of them together, you get Don't Worry, Darling.
I don't think I've ever watched either of those movies. I definitely have not watched The Stepford Wives.
You've never seen The Firm with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow. Yeah, it's Olivia Wilde. She had babies with Jason Sudeikis.
Okay.
She's not the one who married John Mulaney, thank God.
You're welcome.
I know, right? But she has a couple of babies with that guy. Anyways, yeah. Darkly Dreaming Darling. I wonder where the fuck I'm getting that from. Anyways, Don't Worry, Darling. It's a good movie. I like Florence Pugh. I'll check her out.
Dexter.
That is correct.
That's
part of a name of a book, Darkly Dreaming Dexter.
Dexter, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting the name from.
Yeah.
But anyways, fucking squirrel, you fucking squirrel. Anyways, so I'll check it out. We'll see. Because I like to be a little bit up to date-ish on pop culture, but then I also fall out of it too, where I'm just like, nope, it's too much work. I don't want to spend 2 hours watching this and 2 hours watching that. I want to play video games and I want to write something or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even know how we got here.
For some reason, you wanted to talk about Marvel Zombies.
Yes, because I was wondering if you had seen the preview for it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I haven't actually watched anything other than YouTube in a while.
Oh, wow.
The last time I did really watch anything other than YouTube was when I was watching the current season of fucking Reacher.
Okay. Which, didn't you say another season's coming here soon?
Yeah, I do believe there's another season. Also, they were talking about making a spinoff with the Neagley character, which she's fucking awesome.
Uh-huh.
So that would be cool to watch.
Yeah, because I know the guy who's playing Reacher. I know he's going to be taking... something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rickman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that I'd read an article recently where he was talking about his mental health and all of that, and how he was wanting to take a little bit of a break and try something different. You know, and
he's also a family man, and it's super important to him too. So
yeah, and that's the other thing is the scheduling, the filming is crazy. And it's so, and here's the thing that I find so funny about when people are just like, and this filming schedule's crazy. We work, you know, we have 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off. And all I think of is my brain automatically goes back to the days of like Friends and Cheers and all of that, where I'm like, you realize these guys put out like 40 episodes a year. You know, they worked 6 months straight. And then if they were like, what's his name? The one who just passed away, not Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry. Like Matthew Perry, he scheduled all of his films that he did, like Fools Rush In, the whole 9 yards. He had to schedule that around his friend's filming schedule. So 2 weeks, 2 to 6 weeks on and off. It's like, that's not crazy. I mean, Big Bang Theory, look at how much they did it. And they worked Monday through Friday all those years.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of funny to me when I hear that. But since you're going to be checking out the newer season of Reacher at some point, there's that movie coming out. It premieres. And then hopefully we'll be able to talk about it in a future episode, because I think my partner would like it too. And that notepad that had that name is gone. Jeez Louise. You'd think that I'd be more organized in my brain or something.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Oh, fucking right. I'm telling you, I need to build my own Rolodex, and I can just spin it to keep these in it, right? Ooh, that rhymed. I was so good. Like I was going to put out a new rap song. Every day I'm spinning and spinning and spinning. Anyways. And excuse me.
No.
Damn it. Twice I looked at it. Dick. So Play Dirty with Mark Wahlberg and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah.
It looks good. It looks like it reminds me of a little bit of The Italian Job.
Okay.
And maybe
that was a fantastic movie.
Yeah. And then maybe a little bit like, I don't know if you ever saw it, Six Underground with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
So it kind of it reminded me like of that, only a little funnier.
That Six Underground also reminded me of another show called The Old Guard, another movie called The Old Guard.
Old Guard #1, fan-fucking-tastic. I would double click the mouse any day of the week to that. Old Guard 2, 30 minutes in, done.
Yeah,
out.
It wasn't so great.
I have nothing wrong with female empowerment, and I don't find anything wrong with it. I love it. I enjoy it. I don't find anything wrong with telling a good girl love story, especially if it's about a love story and not about same sex or opposite sex or whatever. It's just about a good story.
Yeah, they were like sisters, not.
No, they were other things. I watched further than you did if you didn't catch it.
Yeah, I watched the whole fucking movie.
Fuck that. I couldn't make it through the whole fucking movie. You understand why I had to leave you? It didn't mean I loved you any less. And it was just like, the flashbacks were just too much for me. Because it was like, you'd get 5 minutes of new movie, and then you'd get 15 minutes of this mournful, I'm so sad I did this and I love this person so much, and I didn't go find her years ago because of whatever stupid fucking reason at the end of the day. Could not make it through it. And I'll give it and it just, I don't know. When that came out, it was like I had tried. I'm not even gonna say what Marvel movie I tried to watch, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with female empowerment. Obviously, I'm rooting for women, right? Mm-hmm. I'm rooting for the vaginas of the world because we keep the world turning. We're the ones that keep it creating, and so I mean, you guys have a little part of it, but mostly we got to do most of the work, right?
Just in spurts.
That's right. Just little spurts, minuscule. Oh. Come on now. You're known for swallowing. Good job.
You're going to get fucking root beer sprayed all over you.
That was a big load, but you managed to swallow it all.
Wow.
That's what you get for shoving it all in your face at once.
You're going to get something for talking shit.
You're going to be like, Jen's partner, I got a bone to pick with you. You need to put her in a place. Man.
That's right.
You know, write him a note. Do I have to give my partner a note? Am I in trouble?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wait till your dad gets home. Just wait until your daddy gets home.
Great. That's great. You know what'll happen if you rat me out for being a pain in your ass? He's going to look at me. He'll go, no spankings today for you. And then I'm going to cry. So anyways, I'm all about female empowerment. I think it's great. Obviously, you know, I mean, you're outnumbered. There's 4 of us ladies and 1 of you.
I'm still going to watch that Marvels movie just because. Well, I watched the, what is it? The Miss Marvel show.
Okay.
And I really like that actress. And the show was, I enjoyed it. It was kind of silly and campy-ish.
And that might be my problem, is feeling like maybe outside influences. So maybe me watching it when I'm all by myself.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be better. It just, there was something I saw on the Marvels, and it was just like, I want so much to love Brie Larson.
Yeah.
I want so much to like her. I enjoyed her on The United States of Terra. I enjoyed her in 21 Jump Street. I have not enjoyed her at all as Captain Marvel.
Yeah, a lot of the there was the I sometimes I'll watch the Critical Drinker, who's a like Marvel. Well, he's a comic book buff, but he's also kind of a movie critic. And he fucking actually had some pretty interesting insights onto why most people dislike the fucking
Her portrayal of, of Captain Marvel.
Yeah. And it's a lot of it is like, instead of being a woman, she wants to be a man.
See, I don't take it that way.
Because she acts like a man, but with fucking less emotional range. So she's like, I'm gonna be a better man than you, is basically what she's doing throughout the fucking movie. And then when it's like, okay, I'm going to be better than you by not being as angry and violent, and then she does the exact opposite. She gets ultra fucking violent.
Yeah, when Thanos hits her, she gets pretty fucking mad.
And I'm talking about in her actual movie, not in fucking.
Oh yeah.
It's like they're trying to take the worst aspects of a man and then make the super women that one bit.
Yeah. I can see that aspect. I can see that point of view. For me, I know exactly what it is. I want so much to like Brie Larson. Like I said, I liked her in United States of Terra. She was much younger and developing who she was as a human. I liked her in 21 Jump Street. She was much younger, developing who she was. I don't think she did a good representation of Carol Danvers and Captain Marvel, and nor do I think she represent the Marvel Universe very well in any way, shape, or form, because it's not, to me, she doesn't come across as trying to be, I'm more of a man than you. This bitch literally comes in and like goes, yo, I'm the most powerful creature in the entire fucking universe, and that's just how it is. Shut your fucking mouth. This is how we're doing it. You can fuck off with any other ideas. I don't want to hear what you have to say, Rambo. I don't want to. I think if that's how you say Rambo. Her best friend's name.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Kit.
I don't remember.
But that's exactly how it comes across to me. Is it has nothing to do with man or woman. It has to do with, I'm the most powerful creature in this entire fucking universe, and you will bow down to me. Little did she know, Scarlet Witch is better.
Well, there's a whole plethora of people who are more powerful than her.
But just the fact that who she was interacting with, minus Scarlet Witch, everybody else, she was, quote, more powerful for then. And she knew it, and she couldn't. There's just something about how, I don't know who the fuck said, Brie Larson, you're a beautiful young lady, you're a beautiful young woman, beautiful young human, however they addressed her, because Jesus knows you probably don't want to call her a girl, woman, female. You just probably want to call her a they, them, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the pronouns are, so I apologize.
Yeah,
but it's almost like they went to her and went, you know, you're better than everybody else because we picked you. Out of all the women on the planet, we picked you to play the most powerful female Avenger. And it's literally like there's a scene where the guys are all kind of bantering and everything, and she just has this, she has RBF all the time.
Yeah.
RBF all the time, and it's really sad because if she could have taken 20% of that playfulness she had in 21 Jump Street. That little bit of playfulness she had where she was just like, everybody's ideas, they're really valid. Let's talk about it. It'll be okay. We'll figure it out together. But she didn't do that. She just went in and she went, I'm the most powerful person here. I'll go there and I'll fix it for you. And then she didn't fix fucking shit.
I wonder if Rogue was ever an Avenger. Probably.
Maybe.
Because Rogue, so for those of you who don't know, because you only watch the X-Men movies, Rogue at one point basically kills Captain Marvel. And that's how she gets the powers of Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. But her fucking her actual mutant power is that she can absorb other people's powers.
Yeah. By killing him, the little psycho.
Well, she doesn't have to kill you to do it. It was an accident that she killed Captain Marvel. And she was traumatized by it. Kind of like she almost killed fucking Wolverine accidentally.
And Iceman.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend, her original boyfriend, when they figured out there was something different about her.
Yeah.
And she put him
in a coma.
She put him in a coma. Yeah. 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 But that's my thing with Brie Larson. You know, I mean, I guess today is a marvelous day to talk about many things. Marvelous day. There we go, right? That's my thing. I want so much. I want to watch Brie Larson again and enjoy her. Mm-hmm. And I just have yet to see anything that even remotely says she's an enjoyable actress to watch.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not, and I am so fucking honest about this. And there are days, yesterday was one of those days, certain things kind of tweak me the wrong way, whatever. But I'm also very honest when I talk about it. I am not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody is my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And the problem is that when I was introduced to Brie Larson in United States of Terror, I'm like,
was she the main character in that,
she was
the daughter? Okay.
She was the daughter.
Because I never watched that. I just remember that it was some insane lady that had a whole bunch of personalities.
Toni Collette plays the insane lady. And
which that has to be one of the most awesome jobs as a actor to have.
Right.
Just like with the fucking dollhouse.
Yeah, you've got all these different personalities.
Yeah.
And so like Toni Collette literally just like the first time I actually saw a picture of Toni Collette, I was like a little bit, because she's so thin in the face, or she's a little bit better now that she's older, but she had a very sallow face, a picture I'd seen of her. And I was like, oh, she kind of scared me a little bit. I was like, because I wasn't sure. Right. But then everything I have seen, almost everything I've seen her in, I've at least loved her. Maybe not her character, but her acting I've loved, because if she is coming across as a psycho killer, I believe her. If she's coming across as, hey, my name's Winston, the smoking cowboy, let's get it on, girl, I'm here to fuck all night long, I believe it. Every character she plays, I believe. And and a lot of people are going to be like, wait, that's not her. And I'll be like, look again, bitch. I loved how she played Haley Joel Osment's mom in The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
I love how she played it, because she literally played it how I truly think like my mom would have reacted. Like, I want to help you, but I don't know. I don't understand. And you're scaring me. She did the concerned parent thing like perfectly, because I believe that she actually did that movie before she even had kids.
Okay.
So that's something really hard to pull off.
I mean, some people are natural caretakers, so it would fucking be easy for those people to put themselves in that position.
Yeah. But I mean,
women are more likely to be like that.
Yeah. I had every time I've seen something prior to seeing her in Captain America or Captain Marvel, excuse me, slip of the tongue. And before I saw her in Endgame, I was like so excited when they announced Brie Larson would be playing Captain America or Captain Marvel.
Yeah. A lot of people were.
And there are parts in that movie where I'm just like, that's the Brie Larson character I know. Like when she's at the bar and she's talking to Maria Rambone or whatever her name is, her best friend and everything. And she's having that flashback sing, and they're just having a good time and they're hanging out. And she's literally just like, does a very positive spin to female empowerment, going like, yes, we got this. We're going to beat the boys, and not because we have to beat the boys, but just because we can show them what we can do kind of attitude. That's the kind of female empowerment I like. Not, oh, we're going to sit here and man hate. Listen, man hating and woman hating is so fucking redundant because it takes a biological man and a biological woman to make a biological human. Just saying.
For now.
For now. 60 years will be a different story, and that's fine. You can create whatever you want in 60 years. Because, I mean, I'm planning on being here in 60 years, but we'll fucking see because, you know. Anyways, I wanted to but I didn't. It's been a marvelous day, though.
Yeah.
It's been a marvelous day. I'll check that out. I'm excited about where things are going and all that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll check it out. We'll see what kind of a marvelous weekend we can have, right? Anyways, we got to go. It's time to go. Okay, it's so been great today. Bye.
Later.
Ha! You thought I was gonna you thought I was gonna do that because you were watching me with that stink eye from the side.
Kick you in the cooter.
Right. Oh, my cooter already fucking hurts. Christ. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, that's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here, and please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.